Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello. Oh. Am I like? How's my FPS? How's how's my FPS, guys? Tell me. I can only stare at myself when I'm moving. What's up, guys? Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Looks good. I'm good. Oh, cool. Excellent. You know what? Thanks, Cody. I appreciate it. I like how I feel like coming from Cody, that's like the go to bed yeet. It's like that's Cody knowing full well I haven't slept yet. And being like, you need to, why are you streaming? And neither has Cody, to be fair. So that's, you know, that's a mirror if I've ever seen one. All right. What's up, Yamada? How's it going? I'm Bazai. Hello, Septic. How's it going? Septic, hey, what's up? Mingmin, hello. Jadne? Yeah. Yadne, Fox VT, hello, welcome. Slacker BG, get this, real non angels. God, everyone's here today. GPAD, GPA Eddie. Anyway, Solyman's here. Hello. D's Art B is here as well. Asbestos, my favorite. Let's see. God, a lot of new names. I guess that's what I get when I stream at 7 a.m. I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning, because that's what it is. Today's a morning. It's a morning day. It's a day of mornings. First time joining the live stream, not staying for long. Yeah, I mean, it's because it's late. It's funny. My UA. Well, thanks for following. Yeah, it's definitely very late. Yeah. Dylan, ready to get to watch tons of Wuwa today. So that's the thing. I have no idea what we're gonna watch today. I did want to watch one ZZZ thing that I missed last time, which I don't know if we're actually going to include in a video, but like I just want to watch it for the sake of completion, because I can't watch things without you guys now. You guys realize I'm like addicted to it. It's like I'm like in this like weird state where it's like, oh, cool animation, I really want to watch that, and it's like, but I can't watch it without chat. Oh, come on, guys. Yeah, it's tough. It's just the stuff I really want to watch, and I want to be. But if I want to watch them, I gotta watch them with you. And so you guys are holding me hostage. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna watch one ZZZ thing for Miyabi, because it's the last thing that I just haven't seen yet from Miyabi, since she released, which is, you know, ZZZ. React to all of Hoyo Fair, the one coming up. Yeah. I will actually react to Hoyo Fair this year. Legitimately, I'll be reacting to Hoyo Fair this year. Yeah. One Wuwa, one ZZZ. You got more ZZZ for me? Jesus. Yeah, boy, Thanos, how's it going? Watch him leak Hoyo Fair. That'd be so funny. You think they trust me with that shit? Then no. No way. Yeah, I mean, it'll actually be fun. I thought you don't react to fan animations. I do when it's a sponsored reaction. Besides, it's Hoyo Fair. I think it'd be really cool to watch other people's stuff. To be fair, as a caveat to that, Angels, I don't like to critique and break down fan animations and not fan animations, independent, like indie animation, amateur animations. Like that's not my main priority. I want to target mostly like the upper management of the industry. That's really what I'm looking at. But for Hoyo Fair specifically, I'll be watching it, I'll be reacting to it. I won't be doing breakdowns for it, because I think that's a little bit, honestly, it's in pretty bad taste to be giving critique to Hoyo Fair live when I very well know that mine is going to have just as much critique, if not more, compared to everyone else's. So I'm not gonna do that. but yeah, yeah, we are gonna watch it together. Yeah. What is the program today? I don't know what you do in general. Well, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Lemo Los Levri. Yeah, we're going to be watching some animations today. I am an animator, if you don't already know that. I'm an animator. I like to animate things. I also like to watch other people animate things and tell them what they did right or wrong. Yeah, it's just how it goes. Yeah, it's a Friday stream. It's a Friday stream, guys. Look, it's totally Friday. Look, it's Friday. Yeah, Hoyo Fair is technically fan-made stuff, but it's all sponsored stuff. Technically, all the Hoyo Fair creations are officially sponsored fan art. Yeah. What if for whenever Goo Review comes back, someone submits their Hoyo Fair shot? I mean, you could. At that point, it's fine. Yeah, at that point, it's totally fine. Don't worry. If it was Friday, it was still my birthday. Yo, happy birthday, Angels. Happy birthday. No way you pronounce my username better than others. Call me Lemon. What's up, Lemon? No, well, you're welcome, obviously. That's my talent, pronouncing names correctly. Clearly. Yo, Jekko, how's it going? Not saying anyone will do that, though. Of course. Will there be a way will there be a way for Goo Review on non-Blender projects? Not at the moment. Blender projects will be the main priority for Goo Reviews, just so that I can actually go into the files, because that is ultimately the best and most effective way for me to give critique. But you know, in the future, like overall doing drawovers and stuff, it's useful. But to me, I'm just like, there's only so much I can do, and if I'm gonna go into that kind of like more serious, like this is how we're gonna teach kind of the dealio, it kind of feels like I need to just go into the file. Ideally, we'll see. Yo, Wolfier, how's it going? This is the Blender guy after. That's true. Yeah. Look, I ain't gonna buy Maya for you, okay? I'm just saying. Like, I am not touching that software. I'm sorry. I mean, no offense. I'm just kidding. Totally offense. All the offense in the world, as much as I can muster. All right. Anyway, we're gonna watch some stuff today. You guys ready? Send me some things. I got some stuff, but send me some things. I don't like Maya either. Hey, I'm not saying you do, but I'm saying offense to Autodesk, by the way, not to you. Just to be very clear. You're great, Ellie. I love you. No. Cool. Oh my god, you guys have so many links. I turned away for 2 seconds. Okay, hang on, wait. Fiery Knuckle, what do you got? What is this? Jekyll, you're asking about internships. And that's a good question, because a lot of people actually ask that. The answer is no, not right now. The main reason being is like we have no idea how to do that. To be being completely honest, what does an internship mean? I don't know yet. That's the thing. Like that's going to be a bigger question, I think, overall, just to make sure that we actually do things in a way that makes sense for people. But also just like we have a lot of people on our team right now, and management is kind of bottlenecked at the moment. So getting more people will be difficult until we buff that up a little bit, which we're doing right now. But yeah, that's basically how it works. Orion's here. How's it going? Oh my god, it's Orion. What's Yu-Gi-Oh doing on my reaction list? What is Yu-Gi-Oh? What is Yu-Gi-Oh? 1,000 miles on pro. Whoa, is this new? 9 hours ago. Man, what is it? They're called Sector 7. Is that right? I feel like they're getting all the screen time right now. Is it like the main patch for them? Because they just released like all the characters. What is this? Some Konami what? Dude, interlocking hands. Man. My 3D could never. I would love to. One day we'll get interlocking hands working real well. Man, you guys got a lot for me. What is this? Is this the Woo-Wah one? Yeah, this is the Woo-Wah one. Woo-Wah one. Woo-Wah one. Woo-Wah one. Woo-Wah one. Okay, hang on. Guys, there's so much. My computer can barely keep up. I'm rendering right now. Okay. What else we got? Why do they look like Arcane to me? It looks so much Arcane-y. Okay. What is this? God, what? This is interesting. Oh, it's KillTube. Oh, we watched this before. We watched KillTube before. Yeah. KillTube is we've already watched it. I can only watch so much. Ah, the Miyabi demo. Thank you so much. Actually, that was the one I wanted to react to. Yeesh. I haven't seen this one yet. So this is definitely one that I want to watch for sure. Just to collect all the Infinity Stones of the Miyabi release. Because we watched so many last time, but this one wasn't out yet at the time, and that was annoying. Oh, Sector 6. Sorry, my bad. My bad. My bad. I didn't know how to count. Yeah. Anyway. What did I miss? There's so many links. How do I? What is this? What? Is this a concert? That's a Pokemon, right? That's Spinda. That's, yo, very normal. Let's go. Welcome. There's no way that's not a Pokemon. Asaba, I did see Asaba from ZZZ last time. Well, at least I watched like one part of it. One part of his release. He had a character teaser, which was quite good. No, it wasn't the teaser, it was a short film. Was it a short film? I don't know. Whatever. One of the things. Guys, I'm so behind. There's so much Miyabi. There is a lot of Miyabi. Miyabi versus Cat. So I hear. Anapansu? Really? Damn. That's cool. Wu was released literally today. Well, fair enough. We're gonna watch it today. Mr. Benj, how's it going? Please do Miyabi demo first. I gotta work. I mean, honestly, I probably will. Blackmouth Wukong AMV. Oh, is that what this is? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So, but here's the issue. It's an AMV. So, am I gonna get copyrighted on music? I'm skeptical on that. Konami just announced they're doing 2 Yu-Gi-Oh! Animated shorts from the archetypes featured on the link I sent you. Good damn. Okay. By Arcane Studio new game trailer. What? What do you mean Arcane Studio new game trailer? What do you mean Arcane Studio new game trailer? What do you mean by that? There's no way. I have to watch. There's no what? Wait, this is not the Arcane Studio. There's no way. This. What? What? This is a random. This is a random video. How did you find this? What is going on? Anyway. Oh, Jonius, you got a question. I have a follow-up question from my last question. Do the details of a model have a relation to file size? Like more polygon equals more size. Also, can you give an average ratio for model size, model file size versus open world map size? Some people think that if the model is too good for an open world game, the size will be bloated more. So that is true. Absolutely, actually. The model, if it's a higher quality model, it will always be a larger size. Yes, that's true. There is like poly count is one thing. There's a bunch of things like shaders, even keyframes. If you have like a bunch of actions in there, that'll all increase in file size. It's all data. And then in addition to that, you have. Well, that's mostly it, to be honest. Like I was gonna say like rig complexity, but rig complexity doesn't actually account for too much, as we found. But either way, it is important. Compared to an open world map size, I don't know about an open world map because that's quite large. Generally speaking, open world maps are not being loaded all at the same time, though. So if you think that, oh, an open world map is like trillions of polygons, so like surely they can handle like one more character. But open world maps are not being loaded at the same time all the time. So they have basically a progressive load feature where certain areas are being loaded when you get close and then being unloaded when you're not close. So it's only rendering within the field of view that your character is in at the time, which makes it much more optimized. And then if you want to compare like a general environment to a character, at least our quota, generally speaking, is that one environment cannot be more than one character in terms of complexity. So like a character might be at like, well, sorry, that's not true. Total polygon budget for us right now, ideally, is that we do less than a million triangles per environment, and then per character we aim for under 200k if we can, but that's not normal. That's pretty low. Most characters will easily get to a million, which is not good. It's very, very heavy. So you could have a million character, million triangle character it will be quite heavy. And then if you have a million triangle background, it will also be quite heavy. I would generally spend less budget on the backgrounds polygon count wise than I would on characters. And that generally gives you the idea of how I prioritize things. But yeah, maybe that helps answer your question, Jonius. I don't know. You said you're on your way home. I hope you're listening and not driving, because that'd be bad. that was a very long answer for someone who might not be paying attention. Anyway, hope you're making it home safe and all that shit. But let's get started, because I got like 10 videos pulled up. We got to get through them. Hey Dylan, my guy, I want to model anime character because I'm a weeb. Are there steps I need to follow? Yeah, watch more anime. No, I'm just kidding. Anime characters are very difficult to model, to be honest. They require a very specific type of training about like understanding 2D and 3D stuff. So I would actually recommend doing something a bit more realistic first, or a bit more like cartoony, arguably. But like I would say realistic is a little bit easier to learn at the beginning, because when you translate 3D to 3D, it's very easy to tell if you got it right. If you translate from 2D to 3D, there's a lot of guesswork until you understand what to look for. So yeah. Oh, you're already home. Oh, excellent, Johnny. It's very cool. Very cool. Yes. Yeah, backgrounds don't need to really move or bend, so they don't need as much tries in the right places. That's very true. Yeah, it's a very good point. Ninok Studio, created by Romain Berriou. That's German. No. And Simon Andrivo. They previously worked at Fortiche. The first guy worked as animation director on Gorillaz, concept artist on KDI Popstars, lead storyboard artist on Arcane. Holy shit. Okay, fair enough. Sakura is really realistic. It's easier to model in 2D. It's easier to know if you got it right or wrong. If you study anatomy in general, it's going to benefit you. So I recommend doing that. But like, is it easier per se? I mean, it depends on how realistic you want to go. Arguably, it's harder to reach the point where you'd be satisfied with it because of like certain realism techniques. But like generally speaking, it's easier to use reference, I would say. It's hard to learn modeling through anime. Yeah. Lemon says, can I put a 15-minute video, or is it too long? It is too long, unfortunately. I don't think we can watch all of these. So I'm already cutting it down to what we can watch. Let's actually watch, before I watch this one, let's watch the character demo, because that's something I need to get just out of the way, because we're collecting Infinity Stones for Miyabi. So I'm going to watch this real quick. It's only going to be 2 minutes and 34 seconds. But then I'm going to have to narrow these down and see if we can watch 2-3 more. All right, you guys ready? Here we go. Boom. You guys hear that? I don't know if you guys can hear me like clapping and making loud noises. I hope so, because otherwise I'd be making weird noises with my mouth. All right. You need the Virgil chair? What's the Virgil chair? All right, cool. Here we go. Only gonna be 30 minutes. Might be. We'll see. Whoa.
All right, I'll do it now.
Turn the volume. Oh! Oh, guys, look! Look! Guys, look! They got real-time smears. Look at that! Whee! That's cool. This is a cool technique. They're probably doing this in real time in Engine. This is just like a smear technique that like uses refraction, which you can tell actually because the smear's going the wrong way. Smear's going the wrong way, guys. The smear's supposed to go this way, you fools. But alas, it's going this way. And it's probably just because there's a plane here that's not exactly aligned to the train, which is weird. They should have aligned it, but whatever. Anyway.
I'm on the train. All right, I'll do it now.
That girl... That just seems unnecessary. What? That... Okay. I mean, she's really cool. Is she gonna be important later? Ooh, that'd be really interesting directing. Well, that's not freaky at all. Oh shit! Oh, Jesus. Where's girl A? Where did she go? Where's girl A? Sorry, boss. We'll get her. No, don't get rid of her. I just think she's a little I just think they made her just too attractive for like an NPC randomly in the background. That's all I'm saying. Okay, but now I care about girl A and she's gone. Come on, guys. Damn. The classic spoon technique. Yeah, that's not what I was trying to say. But wait, I like how did this guy just close the door on Miyabi? He was just like, oh wait. She's just like, oh yeah, I'll just stand here, guys. And he's just like, yeah, you get to bye-bye. Wait, thank you. Oh, so cool. Woo! Yo, we got twos. We got twos. She's on twos. Yes. Check this out. She's animated on ones, and then suddenly, look at the frame rate drop right here. Boom, boom, twos. Oh, double. We see double. Oh my god. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, she's just everywhere. Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool, man. They literally just duplicated her rig. There's no way you can do that otherwise. Whoa, what? She's strobing. She's strobing? She's on twos here too. That's cool. The smears are also gorgeous. I mean, look, the motion board in general is like really, really nice touch. Oh my god. Notice, guys, notice something really interesting, really interesting, really interesting. What? Fascinating. I noticed wrong. So this is a thing where what I thought I was seeing, this is going to be interesting. Either I'm cuckoo crazy or this is intentional. Or both. Hey, Glitch, how's it going? So basically, I was watching this and I thought that the slashes were being overlaid on top of the foreground layer because it was just so bright and I could see them so clearly and it was reading so well. I was like, oh, it must have been the foreground layer. But actually, no, like they're fully behind the window. It's crazy. Like I saw this and I was like, oh, that's definitely on top. It's not on top. Ah, that's why, because of the but anyway, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's not exactly what I thought it was. Yeah, but she cool. Woo! God, she's so cool. Yo, that. Hang on. She cut the whole train in half. Because there's people on the other side of the train, guys. We were just like, I don't know. Girl A is on the other side of the train, guys. Come on. Like, maybe be a little more responsible. That's so cool, dude. That was cool. Impact frame for a train? That's true, actually. The impact frames were pretty great. Only the top half, they're fine. That's true. No one needs their head or heart or any kind of respiratory organs. This is so pretty though. Look at that, dude. Just look at that. And also the fact that like the only reason why I even registered that she, oh, never mind. What the fuck? It's crazy. Yeah, she really did cut. She really did cut the whole thing in half. Oh shit! I've never seen that before. Oh, they're gonna combine? Whoa! Oh shit! Oh my god, it's Dark Miyabi! In the mirror dimension! Oh shit! Wait. Yo! Oh shit! Oh! Oh no 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 no! Oh my! Oh! Oh god! Oh dude, they are messing with focal length. Look at this. This is a different focal length than here. So they're racking that focal length like crazy to emphasize, like, just look at that. That's a dolly zoom right there in the middle of a fight. Oh my god. Oh, oh no 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 no! I did not sign up for this. Oh my god. What? What? Holy shit! Am I watching Everything Everywhere All at Once? Like, what's happening right now? Oh my god, dude. It's like all of her enemies ever. But really, she was fighting herself. Oh.
Nagi and I are back! Huh? Is today's training to argue with cats?
Communicating with wild beasts is an important part of training.
No way.
Chief, are you making up imaginary enemies again? Meow.
Meow. Oh my god. Did she actually say that? Oh my god. Wait, dude. Okay, guys. That was... What? That was insane, bro. I can't... Oh my god.
Chief, are you making up imaginary enemies again? Meow.
Look at this guy's reaction. The fuck, bitch? What the fuck you say? Okay, so I'm upset. I am upset, guys. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I wish I saw this on Tuesday. Cause this is the only thing I really wanted to react to. Like, this is so good. This is like by far and large, by and large and far, large, big words. It's great. This was better than this was better than all the other ones. This is the best one out of all the Miyabi Infinity Stones. This here's the best one. Speaking of which one is the best Infinity Stone, do you guys think? I got a little bit of ADHD in me right now. Who, you guys think the Power Stone is probably... That's probably Power... No, Reality Stone. Probably Reality Stone. That Soul Stone doesn't really do anything. I mean, you could... Or is it called the Mind Stone? I don't know. But either way, maybe... I think probably Reality Stone. Yeah, Reality Stone's pretty good. Time Stone, though. That's true. Time Stone is pretty goated. That's true. I think probably Time Stone is the one that... Yeah, Time Stone's the one. It's the one. You're right, guys. Time Stone's the one. All right, so moving on. Let's see. We got an ad starting in 21 seconds, so I'm gonna wait to give my actual breakdown after that. But either way, Time Stone myself, so I look younger. That's fair. You're gonna react to 100 videos in 5 seconds. My dream, my absolute dream. Yeah. Space Stone is probably the most applicable in everyday life. Oh, that's true. I forgot you can actually just straight up teleport, which is pretty sick, actually. Man, that would be cool. Space Stone, Time Stone. If you can control time and space. You know, actually, if you could control time and space and reality, guys, it's... Man. Having the Infinity Gauntlet and being able to control reality, time, space, the mind... What was the other one? I forget. But having all of that, I guess the soul and the mind are different. Anyway, after having all of that, and then the best he can come up with is just kill a bunch of people. Like, damn. Like, that's it, bro. That's it. Oh, yeah, mind and soul are different. Okay, cool. Yeah, Thanos not study. Like, dude, you could have done so much. Like, man, he could have created like a new speed. Like, dude, you know how like Galactus exists, right? He's like some like huge dude or ah. What if Thanos created a new creature, a new organism that could create like infinite resources? You know? Or like spawn new planets or something. Like Celestials existed as well. Like, you could make a new Celestial that isn't so shitty. I don't know. Or like, yeah, I mean, the funny thing about overpopulation is that like there's so much space in space. Like the distance between stars is absolutely unreal. So you could fit another like million planets within within the radius of like 2 stars. There's no way. There's no way you can't just just make more planets. Anyway. Oh, what we're talking about? Memory merge video. I haven't seen anything about the memory merge video, no. Can't you just double the resources? I mean, you could, but to be fair, like the population would increase and then it would exponentially increase. So it's like fair. But like, I don't know. I feel like he just kind of had more fun. He could have had more fun. He could have made like a cool new animal, you know, like he could have made dragons real, you know, just for fun, just like for a decade, and then just off them anyway, I guess, because everyone's. Anyway, let's get back to the video. Yeah, just make living things in soul form, so they don't have to consume resources to live. That basically kills everyone. I mean, that does basically kill everyone, especially if everyone happens to be in the soul stone, which was like, that was like a theory. But yeah, I mean, arguably, I'd say, if you made it so that nobody ever needed resources, I mean, yeah, actually, that makes a lot of sense. That's a really good point. Anyway. I mean, in Marvel, you got Squirrel Girl beating the shit out of God. Not much left to do. Nah, well, fair enough. All right, here we go. Let's watch this again. Let's watch the part that we're here for, okay? Because there's a part here that obviously I couldn't analyze because I was a little too busy. So girl A is dead? Like, oh, hang on. Where's...
I'm on the train.
Rest in peace, girl A. We never saw her again. This is the first and last sighting of the victim. Girl A gone. Gone girl A. Yeah, 07's in chat, guys. 07's in chat. Taken from us too early. You know, you can tell she was a hard worker because not only is she typing on a laptop on a train, clearly hard at work, she also does manual labor and wears working gloves to type. Because she's stupid. There's no way you can type with working gloves, girl. Holy shit. Girl A's elbow is crazy. Oh shit, you're right. That's a death flag in 3D. It's like, oh, you didn't bother rigging her joints properly? Oh no, she's gonna die. I'm sorry. Oh damn. I overlooked that. I'm sorry, girl A. I should have told you. You were not destined to live very long. Not with a body like that. And by a body like that, I mean an elbow like this. That's not how elbows work. That's a long bicep. I'll tell you that much. That's a long bicep. Anyway, at least you didn't die from overworking exhaustion. I mean, well. Oh yeah, right. Miyabi. Yes, Miyabi. How can she type at all? That thing looks more broke than one Harry Potter scene with floppy. Yeah, I mean, hey. It's the future. All right. It's the future. You never know. All right.
All right, I'll do it now.
As a real quick thing, do you guys notice her reflection is like way too high? So this reflection is almost definitely rendered out separately, I think. Yes. The reason why is because I don't know. Actually, I don't know exactly the reason because I'll have to look at it. But like technically speaking, This is not how the reflection should look. Unless, of course, the window is angled, which let me just double check. Girl A, do you have information for me? No, yeah, it's pretty much vertical. So with a vertical window and a downwards angle, the important thing is all 3D, all reflections are 3D and reflect an extension of the space. And if you actually take a look at the vanishing point of like the perspective on like her face, right? Her reflection should be here. It should be here. And it should be this big. It is not. This is a fake. A fake, I say. It is a fake. You see the difference? So just a little fun little fact for you. Like this is what her reflection should approximately look like. It doesn't look like that. It seems the reflection's looking at her. Yeah, it's a little creepy to be honest. But I immediately clocked this as like this is a fake. This is a fake reflection. This is guaranteed rendered at a different angle. So like they probably had like a camera over here, like manually rendering it out, not realizing that the physics of this reflection makes no sense. But that's okay. How do you now? Question for you guys: how do you make an accurate reflection manually? Right? Like let's say you have to manually render out a camera on the other side of this glass. How do you accurately create a reflection of that glass from the angle that you're watching it from, right? From this angle. But like where do you put the camera to make the accurate reflection? I didn't sign up for a test. Well, that's too bad. That's too bad. Pop quiz. If don't ever ask me if I notice something, the answer will forever be no, because I need to stare at the image for 3 minutes to start noticing something. That's fair. Make the window dirty. That's the correct answer. I'm just kidding though. Flip the camera along the normal of the plane, I guess, or something like that. Drugan is correct. Correct answer. Yes. So you basically flip it with the plane as your axis, and you keep the rotation exactly the same. So by the same, what I mean is like the complementary angle. So if you actually were to draw this here, this is the person. This is Miyabi with her eyeballs. The camera would be over here, right? And would be probably looking up slightly. So it'd be like this, technically. Right? It'd be slightly looking up, right? This is terrible, but you get the idea. So it's slightly looking up. Basically, you want to have the exact same camera angle, but like opposite over here. So this is essentially what you want, right? So sorry, it's a little, yeah, there we go. You gotta get the exact, you get the idea. So the reason why this works is because you have basically if you draw the did I say complementary? I forget the actual name. It's whatever the opposite of it is. Like not the opposite of the 180, but the opposite of the, anyway, you get the idea. It's the opposite angle. It's the exact same angle, but just like negative. You see what I'm saying? So you do that, and then you make sure that you keep the same angle this way, and you just render it over there on that side. So then you'll basically see the character from this side, if I were to direct it properly, from this side, but it'd be from over here because you have to have this distance accounted for. That's the idea. I didn't draw it properly, but that's the idea. Yeah. I think they wanted to make the chest more visible. Yeah, that's probably true. That's probably true. Yeah. Yeah, Malco, you get it. You get it, right? You get it. It actually makes sense if you think of it as light rays. Yeah, very true. Yeah, if you think about it this way, it's like no, actually I don't know if that's going to explain it properly. Sure, yeah. So basically this is how it works. Guys, I'm gonna blow your mind for just 2 seconds, all right? So with a window, the light goes through here at this angle, right? And it's good. It's fine. This is good. And likewise, if you ever notice, by that logic, light that goes out the window would go out like that, right? You see that? Now, if you notice, the reflection is just this. That's the reflection. That's how reflections work. So this angle here, like the complementary angle or whatever, is like that is the angle that light comes through. So that's why recording or like filming something from this side would give you the exactly what you see from this side, but as a reflection, because you like reverse the like the light ray. You see that? You see how this light ray goes in this way? This light ray as a reflection is the same image as this one. You see that? Because it's just this light ray continued, and one of them's bouncing off and the other one's not, but it's the same light ray. There you go. There you have it. Yeah. So basically, you angle a camera on the same position on the other side, then position the character on the same position, just mirrored. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Pretty much. To be fair, you could, well, you do one or the other. You wouldn't technically do both. You could do one or the other. Technically, you could actually do this by just mirroring the character on the other side of the window. That'd be easier, arguably, rather than having to worry about all this physics nonsense. That would be easier if you just mirrored the character. But isn't my way so cool? Well, actually, yeah, you don't, never mind. That's fine. But yeah. Actually depends on the refractive index of the window. That's very true. It does. The IOR, the index of refraction, will determine whether or not the light ray is exactly the same. But generally speaking, if the window has a refraction of 1.0 and the mirror has a refraction of 1.0, so it's gonna be fine. Yeah. Can you even make the character transparent? Well, not in 3D, but you'd be able to do it in comp pretty easily. This is definitely comped in for sure in After Effects or something. Now, what if there was a layer of water between two panes of glass? Matt has 5 apples. 3 of the apples are behind a mirror. The other 2. Anyway, sorry, we're diverging. Is that the right word? Anyway. Yeah. I hope you guys learned something today. Let's move on. Titties. The titty thing was because we were talking about how the titties were being framed by the reflection, but that's actually not accurate. That's why I'm proud of the titties. I'm not just saying titties for no reason. All right. Anyway, cool. Where are we going? We're going over here, all the way to this point. Yes. Right. Well, thank you, Random Internet Man, for subscribing after I say titties. I mean, not subscribing. I'm a YouTuber. Following. That's what we do here. We follow. You guys gonna follow me? If you guys haven't followed me, maybe you should. Hey, Chanel got the memo. Hey, thanks, Chanel. That's what reactions are for, learning stuff and talking about animation. I mean, literally, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's actually true. Well. That's crazy. That's crazy, dude. I really like this. That's an interesting pose. This is a very interesting pose. They're doing a lot of interesting things here. I think the main thing that fascinates me about this is actually the intern knee. Like, the intern knee is like, it's a common anime girl trope, so it's like that's fair. But it's really satisfying when you have this extended leg here in midair with the intern knee, because it gives a really, really clean silhouette. It's cool. It's cool because you can see all the joints, and she's got that majestic feminine allure to her. It's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, okay. This is not okay. Oh boy. So the focal length is already crazy. We know that. This is what? Oh my god, dude. Okay, just the fact, dude. This is being done with basically calligraphy brushes. So if you guys don't know, traditional Japanese and Chinese calligraphy is done using essentially watercolor. Like it's an adjacent type of material to watercolor. It gives this gorgeous sort of like translucent feel. They have that for all the colors here. They have the background on 1s or 2s, actually offset 2s, and then the characters here are on like 2s or 3s. They still put directional blur and glow on it, which is crazy. It's so pretty. And every single frame is drawn with a calligraphy brush. Now, I'm pretty sure this is still digital, don't get me wrong, but it mimics the brush stroke. So, I mean, the brush style is so gorgeous. Look at how even the effects here are done with the calligraphy brush. I mean, that is so pretty, dude. Like, look at that. Look at the slash here. You can't even see it because it's so bright. Look at the slash here. Like the slash there is all calligraphy. You can see the brush strokes, every single thing. This right here is brush strokes, right? Also, like, notice how the only amount of color that they have on each one is like their accent colors, and they're sort of using that as like a base for the effects, for the lighting. Like they're capturing a lot of information just with one color per character. It's gorgeous. That's so cool, man. Oh, we got a little bit of like additional effects there. That's interesting. That's not hand drawn. They even have depth of field for the debris in the front. That's really cool. So they're getting so much depth with this. I mean, this is crazy. The trees add so much because I feel, oh, that's cool. That's cool. The trees add a lot because you can just move the trees however you want, and it'll just move the characters. It's kind of crazy. But this is actually kind of interesting. If you go here, as she jumps towards the camera, she's jumping towards the camera and she's moving basically left to right here. Oh, sorry, right to left here. But the trees are moving now towards camera. So she's subtly changing direction, but it's like fine. Isn't that crazy? That's fine. Oh my God. And here we go. The next transition. Oh, gorgeous. Fully 2D. Oh my God. The water animation is just gorgeous. Well, what was that? Oh, I kind of wish they didn't completely cover the animation with that sword smear. Like, I'm sure there was some really beautiful posing here, but I just can't see it because of this. What is going on here? Oh, there's an ad. Hang on. There's an ad. There's an ad. There's an ad. There's an ad. We are being advertised to. The advertisements. They're coming. We shall wait for the return of the unadded. Or the D advertisements. Yeah, whatever. If we have potential reaction material, do we just post in chat, or is there somewhere we can put a link? Crazy Axe Murderer. There is no place to put a link at the moment. You would just put it in chat, yeah. And I won't be taking any more today, and we also don't have a backlog, so it's really just it's just if you're there kind of thing at the moment. That sentence was starting out so well. You know, if I remembered what sentence you're referring to, I'd be pretty proud of myself. You didn't talk about the flying arc in the first animation? Let me take a look at it. Welcome back, everybody. But this is a side fact. I love Arknight's reactions from Saturday. Saw them in the VODs. Oh, which one was that? Arknight's Oh, Enfield? Yeah, Enfield was fun. That was good. That was a good one. Yeah, I mean, the arcs are gorgeous. I think one of the things that is worth a mention here is like this arc here. That arc is gorgeous. A lot of the arcs here are gorgeous. But this, dude, this is just beautiful. I think the coolest thing about this really is how free-flowing the hair is. Which, by the way, like, hair free-flowing is like really difficult. Sorry, let me say this one more time. It is really difficult to do in 3D. Flowing hair is like the god-awful nightmare of like 3D animators. It is absolutely, it's frightening. Hair does not make sense. It's difficult, but not impossible, but difficult. In 2D, you can do flowing hair relatively easily. It's still difficult. Don't get me wrong, but you have a lot more freedom to make the hair actually feel like hair. Whereas in 3D, like most of the time, the hair is modeled as like chunks of hair that aren't really flexible. So when hair moves around a lot, it doesn't just stay in the same chunks unless you have extremely strong hair gel. which most anime characters do for this reason. But generally speaking, it's like you want to have some flexibility on like splitting up the hair or like having extra strands come out here and there. This is what they do here really well. I mean, look, the flowiness of this is just insane. Not just the hair, but look at all the cloth. Every single piece of cloth and hair has its own wrinkle, its own arc. I mean, look at that. That's crazy. That's something you just wouldn't be able to do. And it all still flows really well. Like as messy as it might be, like you're getting the sense of momentum per frame, which is a huge testament of skill. Like you can see like how the hair is flowing this way, right? The momentum is all being preserved in each frame, no matter how few. It is a very, very, very difficult thing to do correctly. Like here, you can see how the hair moves from this to that, two very different shapes, and yet they flow well together because there's a shared arc. There's a shared momentum style of like where the character is moving, all these things. Not to mention the focal length. Hello, the focal length. Sorry, I just love it. Casual Gomer, so thanks for following. That frame is so gorgeous. I mean, every frame is so gorgeous. This is literally every frame of painting. Like that's not even an exaggeration. Yeah. And just look at that, dude. Oh my god. I can tell you that was probably the shortest sequence because it took so long to do. I can guarantee you that was a very difficult sequence to do, I feel like. So cute. So cute. Look at this, dude. This is... Oh, she's using her fingers. Oh my god, she's matching the strikes with her fingers. That's hilarious. Wow. Wow, that's so cute. The little pet at the end is so cute. Oh my god. All right, hang on. I saw something really interesting here. Watch her hand here for a second. Interesting. This is really cool because I'm registering this subconsciously, but I didn't really know what I was seeing. There's a really pretty arc here with the sword. So they're actually tracing this arc like perfectly with the sword. They don't have to do this. Keep in mind, this is screen space, right? They don't have to do this. This arc is being like basically traced. I mean, look at that. So especially these last few frames are fully intentional because you don't even see the arm anymore. So the only thing they're really looking at is whether the sword lines up, and it does. That's just, it's really, really interesting because it sets up the whole attack really well. They didn't have to do that. Feels good. It's mostly just for like super easy flow of motion. This right here, by the way, this is it's fun. This right here is insanely smooth. Like this in general, like I've seen Miyabi move like this so many times and it's just gorgeous. But like, look at this. What the hell is this shit? Like, she's like, it's just like she scoops her way into screen. The hair screen wipe is beautiful. Is that a hidden cut? No, it's just natural. Just a screen wipe. Yeah, we're good. So it brings this whole arc into basically into the ground. She scoops herself into the ground. What this implies is like just an incredibly smooth landing. Now, what constitutes a smooth landing, guys? Like if you were to see someone land softly versus hardly, right? Well, hard. There's two big differences basically. It's like if you see something land really, really hard, right? Like Kirby. Rick Kirby. You basically see something like their momentum immediately stops. Yeah. Conservation of momentum. Exactly. Solely man's. Now, there's some caveat to that, but yeah. If you see something land very softly, what do you see? Right? Like if you're going from here to here. That was terrible. That's what you get, right? So soft landings have basically squash and stretch. They specifically reach the ground earlier than they need to so that they can soften the fall. And that right there is what she's doing. This leg is reaching the ground a lot sooner than the rest of her body. She's all the way up here, but her leg is down here on the ground. And this is basically like a stretch, like an accordion stretch, that will then spring like this to capture all that momentum. And then she'll swing it. Basically, this is what the scooping motion achieves. It's replicating this squash and stretch motion, even though it's from a totally different angle than you're used to seeing it. They are taking that momentum and conserving it in that way. And it's a really, really cool way to do it. Yeah. Like how baseballers catch and drag the ball to soften the blow from the ball. Exactly, right? You're slowing it down slowly instead of suddenly. That's the same thing with your body. This is a, I just want to point this out. This is actually a problem that we have with our cat rigs too. Cat shoulders are hard, man. So like here's the thing about cat animation in general. What I've noticed is that like cats can't really do what humans do. This pose right here is actually really hard for a cat to do. How many times have you ever seen a cat raise their paws like higher than like here? Think about it. I don't think their joints can physically raise higher than this. Like, you guys know how when you pick up a cat, like the cat just looks like this, right? Like even though you have your hands like here and you're like holding the cat like this, like their hands, their paws, their little pawsies, like that's as high as they just can't go any higher. Like their joints just can't go any higher, right? Like that's what long cat's like. That's what long cat does, right? That's what long cat is. But like you can't do that. This right here is technically not a pose that cats can do. And we ran into this issue when we animated our own cat. Like this are like the cats that we've animated in the past, the real ones, not the chibi ones. But they have this issue too, where like the joints don't really look right because it's just not physically possible with that kind of mechanic. Yeah. Their shoulders are only connected to the body by muscle. There's no proper bone joint like humans. That's terrifying. Holy shit. Wow. Okay. Really? That is crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, they don't move their shoulders the way that we do. They can't raise them too much. The most cats move their shoulders when they stretch their front legs. Yeah. And even so, their arms will never go past their head unless it's like their elbows, right? Only their elbows can lift that way, right? They can do that, but they can't do that. They just can't do that. So this is just too much. I think technically speaking, what you should do is probably just tone that area down and go more for the elbow movement instead. And this is still like a little bit awkward. I basically would recommend people who animate cats to watch reference, because you really just got to see a cat move and see what they do to really understand like why they move the way they do. But like this looks already a little bit more natural. You see how like if the elbow's bent and like you're not forcing the shoulder up, it just kind of works a little bit better. Like it feels a little bit better. Yeah. But even so, this would look better if I actually were to look at reference of like, well, how does a cat pounce? I actually don't know. I haven't studied pouncing cats. So I'd have to figure out exactly what they do. But from a biomechanics perspective, this is already improved. So small fun little fact. It's not something that like every animator is going to know off the top of their head. You're going to have to study these kinds of things with anatomy and like biomechanics, and also just looking at a cat and owning a cat, or playing with a cat and seeing how they move. But yeah. Do you have any cat animations that are like really top tier? So Flow, the new movie, is quite good with cat animations, I would say. Flow's quite good. They're not perfect though. There's I did notice some things in Flow that were, not 100% accurate to animal movements, but that's fair. It's a movie. And a relatively low budget movie, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was like mostly done by like one person or something like that. They use mocap. Did they have cat motion capture? I didn't even realize that. Oh, I guess they did. Oh yeah, Stray is really good too. Stray is really, really good. Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah. I think Stray is probably one of the best I've seen. Yeah. And Mirror Team asking HR, can we get a cat? It's important for work. I mean, honestly, I would say it is. Yeah. I would say it is. Anyway.
Nagi.
Like this is also not registering correct to me. Like this pose. There's something I don't know if like. Okay, I think I know what it is. This anchor point here isn't the center of mass anymore. Like because the back is arched this way and the feet are over here, like there's a lot more mass in the back here where it doesn't feel balanced. I think really what needs to happen is like if the cat were to lift the legs up like this, or sorry, if the cat were to arch its back, I don't think its legs would go up this way. I think its legs would go up this way. Like I think its legs would go like would be here. You see what I'm saying? Like this would probably be more accurate, where like the cat is like it's like this instead, and it'd be kind of like uncomfortable, but like it would do it for a second. Like that, generally speaking, would be probably what happens. And I'm guessing that most of the time when you're in this state, you just like relax, like your whole body just kind of has to. I remember like isn't there like a I don't know, maybe it's dogs, but like there's like some sort of biological mechanism too where like you kind of it's like kind of like a catatonic state when a cat is like being pulled by the nape of their neck. I forget what it's called, but yeah, something like that would probably be more accurate. Like a straighter spine seems more accurate to me. Like the curled up spine doesn't feel quite right. There's something off about it. Just like slightly imbalanced, slightly too much mass on this side compared to the other. The scruff, thank you. The cat is too balanced for that position. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think generally speaking, too balanced in one sense, but also not balanced in another sense. Like I think it's physically not balanced because it needs to be like moving forward a little bit more. And that's probably what you're saying is like generally speaking, like it should be moving more. And I would agree with that. But they're just like leaving him there. And it's like, it doesn't quite, it can't leave him there. Like he has to move in order to balance. When mother cats carry the kittens on the nape, then I guess they would relax more. But when humans do it, they generally don't like it. That's fair. That makes sense. Yeah, that's a pretty fair assessment.
Huh?
Oh, hey, look, it's the stretching motion. That's a pretty good stretch. Yeah, I like it.
Huh? Is today's training to argue with cats? Meow.
Communicating with
Meow.
wild beasts
Meow, meow, meow.
is an important part of training.
Chief, are you making up imaginary enemies again?
Meow.
I wish they gave a little bit of pause before the meow at the end. Just to give me a little bit of time to appreciate that. It was cute. That yawning wasn't wide enough. Oh yeah, true. I agree. So generally speaking, cats do flex their entire cheeks as well. Yeah, that's very true. Eventually it would go up here. But yeah, I agree. Oh, actually, doesn't it look like this? Wait, hang on. I remember there was a cat that. Sorry, I'm getting my meme language confused. Pop cat. Dialogue probably has different timing in Chinese. That's actually a good point.
Communicating with wild beasts is an important part of training.
Chief, are you making up imaginary enemies again?
Meow.
Do you copy?
Yeah, you're totally right. That's almost definitely a different line of Chinese. I'm trying to guess the line that they use, and it's like, yeah, no, they could definitely explain that in far less words and syllables than they can in English. I'm like, yeah, that's a good point. That's actually a really good point. Yeah. Yeah, I have to rewind to make sure she said meow or not. Yeah, I had to as well. Yeah. They also pull their cheekbacks when they yawn. Yeah, exactly. Cool. Well, let's talk about this real quick. Overall, Miyabi in this demo is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, there's an ad. There's an ad, guys. What timing? Good morning, goobers. Well, good morning to you as well, Resoluna. Yeah, this is my waiting. This is my waiting pose. Cold Tiger, I keep getting UK ads. I'm not from there. That's hilarious. You got that British vibe. That's what it is. My eyes burn. I'm up late animating. That's relatable. That's relatable. Yep. That's definitely a thing that happens on occasionally. I got a video of my cats fighting for my outer. Oh my god. I don't know what I would do for an ad overlay, to be honest. It would be nice to have one, just because it happens all the time. I don't know what it would be. I'll think about it. Have you seen the If Animals Were Round videos? I did. Those are great. Those are classics. Yeah. You can make short animation? I could make a short animation. I don't have time to make a short animation. Animation is the one thing I don't have time for. All right, here we go. Miyabi's character demo, as a whole, definitely makes me want to play Miyabi. Like, her, at the very beginning, there's just like... This whole sequence here is gorgeously animated. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, that right there is just like, we've already talked about the rest of the video, but this right there is just like, just a masterclass of arcs, movement, anticipation, like just satisfactory conveyance of speed. That's just really cool. Really cool stuff. Generally speaking, all of her energy flows into the next. She's extremely efficient with all of her stuff. Actually, let me talk about that. Right here, basically every one of her slashes leads to the next slash. You see how, like for example, like this one here, boom. And there's another one there, right here. Those are all just invisible, actually. She didn't even do anything. But yeah, you get the idea. I think Miyabi is a great character. I think right here is where I started getting convinced, though. This part. The arcs are just unreal. And the focal length is unreal. And then when they switch art styles, they're just mind blown. I could not handle this at all. Too pretty. Too pretty. So, visuals as a whole, the brushstroke, the calligraphy scene. I mean, calligraphy animation in general is just so special. It's like, it's not easy to do by any means. So being able to just see it is already such a privilege. I thought that was gorgeous. I give the visuals overall an S. And I don't usually give an S to, I feel like, in-game cutscenes, but like, generally speaking, this, I know this is not in-game, but like specifically like in-engine things like this is technically in-engine. I can't really give this an S most of the time, but because of the amazing visuals of like these special bits here, where they have some 2D effects, they also have incredibly customized focal length and like crazy backgrounds, and then this is absolutely gorgeous. Like, that's the kind of stuff that I would give an S for. So I feel like the whole video deserves that score for the visuals specifically. For animation, on the other hand, I'll be honest, everything is perfect except for the cat and for this one kick. This one kick is a little bit soft in my opinion, and it does take away from what's essentially the end of the video, because it doesn't quite register, and you'll notice it's because it slows down. Like it went really, really fast. And then right before it actually hits her, you see that? There's like barely any smears or anything on this. There should be a lot of smears on this particular frame. Honestly, like if they had a smear to convey motion there, it would be a lot better already. But also like Miyabi, like because the camera doesn't even move here, it doesn't really accentuate the motion itself. I almost feel like it'd be better if there was just a little bit of movement here, like on her like eye or whatever, like her head like moved forward just a little bit, right? Like something that like showed that this had some sort of time passage, at least slightly, between like the previous pose and this pose, because otherwise it just looks like she just catches it, right? Small thing. So that took away a little bit of impact, which I didn't like. Overall, animation, because it's so strong everywhere else, I can't really take too many points off of this particular section. Because it was so strong everywhere else, I would give animation as a whole probably an S-. No, I'm going to give it an A+. I'm going to give animation as a whole an A+, because A+, it's still very, very good. It's still basically a perfect score in most countries. But it's not an S because we just have these fundamental errors that would be so much better if they weren't there. And you know, at the end of the day, S is reserved for people that don't have mistakes. Yeah. I don't think we can do that, especially because of the cat. Like this is the biggest thing, is like it's difficult for me to watch this and then you know, put it in the same category as other things when there's a pose like this, which it just isn't possible for a cat. So those kinds of things do take off some significant points to a degree. But anyway, with an A+ out for animation, the last thing is directing. And directing, honestly, I think overall, it's okay. Directing is decent. It conveyed things, but it wasn't trying to convey a specific story. It was very kind of like abstract artsy, and it had a lot of cool moments to it. Honestly, what I would say is, like, generally speaking, most of the directing here is not actually in the direction itself, but rather just in the choreography. And the choreography is wonderful, right? But like, my biggest gripe with it is that
I'm on the train.
we never got to see Girl A again. Girl A was introduced to this video as the very first person you see, and she's not important. She doesn't come back. She doesn't have any kind of role in the story at all, or the video at all. No relation to Miyabi at all. There's nothing that ties her into the story, and yet she's the first character you see. That actually does take off some points for me, because I think legitimately there was a lot of potential for this character to come back in a way that would have been interesting, because you're using the screen time on her at the beginning. So overall, like, the impression I get for the direction is that it's a very functional directing style. It works in that it did the thing that it was supposed to do, which is to create this cool intrigue, to create a lot of cool action sequences, and to bring it back with a funny little gag, right? And that all works really well. And I've made videos like that before, and that's fine. Those are good. But ultimately, that's not what I would call like the pinnacle of storytelling and directing. And I would give this probably a pretty solid B+. It's a B+ directing style. It's good. It's solid. It's good. But it's nothing special, right? It's nothing to write home about. It's just got a lot of really cool animation. But from a directing standpoint, it's relatively straightforward. And when I say straightforward, it's like, it's quite linear. It's literally just like, on to the next thing, 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 on to the next thing. Lighthearted joke at the end.
Is today's training?
So that's basically what it is. And it's fine. It's good. B+. So overall, this video, I loved it. It's gorgeous. It's fantastic. I probably like this the most out of all the Miyabi videos. I would give this overall a pretty solid A, actually. I would give it a pretty solid A. Normally, the directing would take a little bit more weight and maybe bring that down to an A-. But realistically, I think the animation is so good that it's quite enjoyable. is quite enjoyable. Because at the end of the day, directing isn't actually that important in this particular video. And that's also important to recognize, that at the end of the day, enjoyment is from many different aspects of a video. So I give this an A. 'Tis good! Yeah, it's just a demo. Yeah, it's really just a showing off point for the character, and they did that really, really well. Yeah. We'll make a Dillon Goo bingo for next stream. Please do. Calling this B+ is injustice. I think the directing is B+. I think the animation is S, is like an S tier animation. Well, S. Sorry, the visuals are S. The animation is A+, but the visuals are S. Yeah. But yeah, the video itself is A. It's good. Yeah. All right, cool. Let's talk about... Wait, hang on, guys. It's been an hour and a half. Did I only watch one video? Guys! Guys, it's been an hour and a half. Did I really just watch one video? You're joking me? No! What happened? Oh my god. Ah! Dude, there ain't no way. I don't remember. I don't. Yo, what are you guys doing to me? Oh shit. Why am I on the ground wet? Ah! Oh, hell BW, thanks for following. Ah! Okay. All right, guys. I think it's time. Thanks, appreciate it. I can watch one more video. That's it. That's all I got time for. Why am I on the ground wet is exactly what I expect when I first joined Dillon Goo. Oh, hey guys, how's it going? Sup, D-Trader? Welcome back. Yeah. Okay, so we can either watch this one, which is the Fortiche Hexagon Arcane game release thing, which is extremely fascinating to me. Or we can watch Wuthering Waves. Both of which came out basically today. Basically today. This was 2 hours ago. It's crazy. Now, there is 2 Wuthering Waves videos. There's quite a bit. Quite a lot. We'll probably eliminate Yu-Gi-Oh! One. We'll probably eliminate the ZZZ one because we just watched one. And this Endwalker thing, I've seen it before actually. To Be Hero X trailer is here too. Yeah, that's true. I do really want to watch that one. It's been copyrighted before, so I won't watch it today. But I do want to watch it. I actually haven't seen it, and I really want to watch it with you guys. But I just got to figure out how to do that. Yeah. One is cinematics, one gameplay trailer. Okay, so we can watch just one of them. This is the gameplay trailer, I'm guessing. This is the cinematics. So that's what we're probably going to do. We're going to watch the cinematic trailer for Wuwa, and then we're going to watch the Hexagon one, and we're going to call it a day. Sound good? Cool. So this is the one we don't want. This seems like a gameplay trailer. That's a gameplay trailer. Boop. Let's go! All right, here we go. Wuthering Waves, Wuwa, the Wuwa one. The Wuwa one, the 2.0. The Wuwa 1 2.0. 2.0 Wuwa 1. Cool. That's so pretty. My image! Is that a whale? The boats are whales? Well, actually, they're sharks. This is pretty. Is that a pizza oven? Oh my god, I'm so hungry. Oh, dude, the child is animated very well. Whoa. What? The gems are so pretty. How did they do? Yeah, there's gems. Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah. Well, they have some pretty cool. Wow, this is a really good knuckle. That's really good. That's really good right there. Yeah, look at that. Look at that highlight. The highlight on the shadows on this hand are gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. Really, really good. Yep. Anyway.
This push for the carnival. You invite history to repeat itself.
Lady Visalia, holding the carnival is what
That's so
we
cool.
Montellis share with the people.
The divine envoys must not be defiled. Should your reckless actions anger
Wait, legitimately, what the fuck? Why is that hand so good? What the fuck? How do they do that?
envoys must not be defiled.
Did they? So they have a. It looks like they have a custom rim light mesh. That's really interesting. Yes.
The divine.
I love the contrast between this hand and this hand, because this hand is like basically PBR. They have photorealism on that hand, and it's just like really metallic looking and kind of leathery. But like this one is like very 2D, and this is definitely not a custom rim light. It's a real light, but it's actually being lit manually. So I think they actually have basically a light sculptor is what I would call it. Like it's someone who's using the light. It's just a lighting artist, and normally it's just a lighting artist. But like, because we don't really have lighting artists in our studio, we have basically just Cody. And that's like, it's just a lot of things. But realistically, like the light is kind of what we see is what we get. But like when you have a lighting artist and a lighting like part of the pipeline that's really, really bespoke per shot, you can get these shots that look really, really good that are just lighting, and they don't have anything crazy, but they're just really, really well sculpted because you have lights in the area that are putting shading on a specific spot of the character. Which is how you kind of do it in real life. But yeah. I love how you can see each knuckle somehow. Exactly. I think that's a really good testament to like how the shader setup and how the model setup, but also just how well the lighting artist accentuated those aspects, because the knuckles are really, really hard. But yeah. Maybe they use Goo Engine. That'd be pretty funny. I doubt it though.
Divine envoys must not be defiled. Should your reckless actions anger the Sentinel, we risk disaster like that of 10 years ago.
It's so photorealistic. It's just so photorealistic. But it works though in a weird way. But it's like very photorealistic.
Are the Montellis
That was cool.
truly prepared to bear the consequences?
Oh shit!
You worry too much. It is known to all that the Sentinel is a god of peace and mercy. We only seek to carry on the festivity in honor of their name.
You Montellis risk tarnishing the Order's doctrines for your own greed. Your obsession for material gain has corrupted your vision.
Yo!
Mark.
Hang on, we got an ad. Ads, everybody! If I had a nickel every time a gacha game made their Victorian robots hot, I'd have 2 nickels. What is the other one? It started when the bot lost control. Okay, cool. We'll rewind.
Montellis risk tarnishing.
Lucy from Reverse? That's true. That's true. Lucy from Reverse is one. I was going to say, like, I feel like League of Legends did it a couple times. No, they have a lot of sexy robots. Genshin and their Fontaine security guard. Oh, that's fair. That's true. Yeah. I forgot. I think it was it the Sunday trailer where there was a robot with like a fully metal body, and the robot with boobs still had boob jiggle on it. I think that was so funny. What's up, Hannah's new pet boss? Hannah's new pet boss, old pet boss, Hannah's pet boss. Those are echoes, by the way, not robots. Oh, these ones are? That's on robot ass. Yeah, that's fair. Well, anyway, welcome back. We're gonna watch this again. Okay, here we go.
The Order's doctrines for your own greed. Your obsession.
Oh wait,
Seek to
gotta go
As
here.
of 10 years ago,
That's so
are the
pretty.
Montellis truly prepared to bear the consequences?
The weight on that was a little
You
off,
worry
but
too much. It is known
that's
to
okay
all
because it's a
that
very
the Sentinel
large.
is a god of peace
very
and
large.
mercy.
I mean, the weight on these guys is also a little bit light, but it's
Mercy.
fine.
We only seek to carry on the festivity in honor of their name.
You Montellis risk tarnishing the Order's doctrines for your own greed. Your obsession for material gain has corrupted your vision.
My vision.
My words, your obstinacy will spell disaster.
Oh, that was cool.
We regret
That was cool.
we cannot accept accusations without merit. Look at the people. They've adhered to the rules, but anticipation burns in their heart. Joy has been denied in this city for too
Whoa.
long. The people yearn to
So
see
pretty.
the laurel descend from the skies and once again hear the Sentinel's voice.
It's a
Reverend
mermaid
Primus,
tail.
Should we not answer the people's wishes?
He looks so good. Like it's really fascinating how well they have their faces down.
Primus.
Like this is, guys, this is a gorgeous face. Like, I don't think this guy's important, but like, look at this face. That, I mean, that looks like you just pause it. You just look. That could be 2D. It's good. It's like I'm very impressed with Wuwa's like general quality of faces.
Primus.
To build land envisioned by our
Look at those hands. Look at that knuckle shadow. That's
Sentinel,
impressive.
we must walk the path they set for us. Thus, Raguna shall assist.
Dude, this is what I'm talking about. Like, so Wuwa does this thing where they make the hair, especially the hair, like the bangs, almost every time, they make the hair feel really flat. Like each one of these pieces looks like it could be a 2D, live 2D layer, basically. And it's like is this live 2D? I don't know.
Raguna shall assist
No, it's just 3D. It's crazy. It's so cool. It looks 3D, but it looks like a live
including
2D. Anyway, it's fantastic.
those fair souls who dare to ride the wuthering waves.
He said the thing, the wuthering waves. He said the wuthering waves. God.
The stage is set and curtains drawn. Ah, traveler from distant shores.
So good.
What role will you play in this revelry?
These guys all have different shading. Like this guy's like super toon shaded. And then like you go to this guy, he's basically like a clay model material. This guy barely has any toon shading at all. It's like, whoa. These are obviously all enemies, and so you know they have much lower budget, but like at the end of the day, it's pretty funny. Directional blur, road motion blur. Oh, whoa. Water simulation. Fresnel on the legs. Interesting. Fresnel on the legs. No, is that just lighting? No, that looks like it's gotta be Fresnel. Like that's like pretty strong. No, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the blobby shadows on the legs. It could be better. Is that Joker? Oh, it's just Rover. They did the gender change again. That's not the same person that was there before. The other person had pants. They did the gender change. It's cute. That's just such a good face, bro. I like how they're just like, yeah, we're just gonna do the female face for the close up. There's just no. Who wants to see men? Where are your pants? She took off her pants.
for an eternity.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? The ending confused the heck out of me. I'm not gonna lie.
I've been waiting for an eternity.
Yeah, it's a little abrupt. It's fine, but it's just like I wish it was a little. It just gave it a little bit more time to digest, but it's fine. It's good. Anyway, it was hot. Give her a break. I mean, I wasn't complaining, but yeah. Guys, I think Wuwa is slowly moving away from apocalyptic world. It seems like it. That's true. Yeah.
Should we not answer the people's wishes?
All these characters are so gorgeous, dude.
Drawn.
Like, just so pretty. Also, really interesting thing here. You'll notice there is
Set and
there's permanent shadows drawn on her bandages that are matching up with her hair. You see that? You see this chunk right here? You see this chunk right here? So these bits right here on the bandages are permanent shadows, which basically means that they've been painted on, like they're like tattoos. But there's also real-time shadows. So you'll notice some of the shadows move and some of them don't. Look. You see that? You guys see that? Yeah, same thing as my neck. My neck is a permanent shadow. That's a permanent shadow. That's a permanent shadow. This is also a permanent shadow. It's like a tattoo on the band-aid that just moves with the head. But there's also real-time shadows. They also have that, but they're just like, no, we're gonna have both. I imagine this is most likely because in the game they don't have the real-time shadows, but in this pre-rendered thing that they do. And so they probably just left that texture in from the game model, because the game models are already quite good. And then maybe they just added the real-time shadows afterwards. That's my guess. What's up, Antonia? What's up? Yeah. Your day's ruined? Congratulations. My day just started.
Ah, traveler from distant shores. What role will you play in this revelry?
Ow. Yo, Antonia, thanks so much for the prime. Appreciate that. I'm calling you Antonia because I'm reading it like a way that makes sense. But Anton, thank you so much. Thanks for the prime. Give me that Bezos money. Oh my god, the waves, they're weathering. Girl. This looks so good. This it's great because they just do so many cool things. Like I really like their semi-translucent eyebrows. It's a really cool touch. It just gives this kind of this translucency. It's a style choice, of course, but this is difficult to do in 3D. But I'm pretty sure they do this in game too. So it's really impressive how they do that. Graphic exorcism. Thanks for following. The specular on that is hand drawn. There's no way that's dynamic, but like take a look at it. Yeah, that's hand drawn. But it looks gorgeous. It looks gorgeous. Really, really cool. Just post-processing here. It's very pretty. It's very pretty, guys. It's very pretty. Now, there's some animation errors. The weight on the robots in particular is not quite right. There's a couple reasons for that. Like, I don't think they have to always act like robots, but they are very top-heavy because they're not human-based. So, their top heaviness wasn't really taken into account as much as it should have. Like, so you can see here, like right here, take a look at this. She runs. So right here, before her left leg is actually lifted up to a point with maximum momentum, upwards momentum, she's already going up off the ground. So you'll notice this when you jump. When you're jumping, it's not your leg just pushing. If you have a leg and you just jump with your leg without moving any other part of your body, you will have a very, very, very hard time jumping. Like legitimately, like try it right now. Like get up out of your chair, jump with one leg without moving any other part of your body. I mean like don't move your other leg, don't move your arms, don't move your head, don't move your upper torso. Just go down and go back up. It's going to be like, if you ever played the game Quap, if you guys are old enough to know what the game Quap is, the game Quap is a really good example of how to use body mechanics and understand body mechanics and how difficult it really is to do the things that we do as humans. So like if you do that and you start to realize like, oh, you can't really take for granted like movement, you'll notice something like this. Because this right here, not only is she like jumping up a little too early, because really the best way to jump is like when your knees are high, basically. Like if you want to jump, like especially if you're running, this upwards momentum of your foot is what also allows you to jump higher with this. You see that? You need this momentum vector as well. So the fact that if your leg's like up here and you're already leaving the ground, that doesn't make sense. You're normally in real life, your leg would not, like, you wouldn't leave the ground until you had the maximum momentum vector already, because that's the point of least resistance. So that is an important thing to do, even if you're scrambling. Honestly, legitimately, even if you're scrambling, you still need to have this for sure. The second thing is, you would almost never, especially when you're scrambling, you would almost never do the jump, but then your knee's still bent, and you'll notice this knee is still bent, and she's leaving the ground. So the issue here is not so much an acting thing. It's not so much like, oh, like, is she blah blah blah. This is physically impossible. I'm gonna just tell you, this is physically impossible. She cannot lift all of her weight that way without straightening her leg. Like you need, especially from a scramble where you're like basically falling, you need to straighten your leg all the way before you can reasonably make like a jump, especially of that distance. You see that? So if you were just to do this, go to this frame, do something like this, and then do something like this, and this can be a little messy still, it's fine, because she is a little bit off balance. It's okay. But like if you do something like that, assuming that this is the butt, right? Do I have to draw the butt cheeks? That's not part of the assignment. Anyway, but yeah, that's essentially the pose that you would more or less need to have for this to make sense. Her leg would still need to be in contact with the ground, and then at this point with the knees the highest, then she can start moving forward in that direction. There's no reason really, because you can keep the butt in the same spot and still have the leg straight without changing any of the animation. So it's a small thing, but it does make a big difference.
Festivity in honor of their name.
All the other ones are fine.
On the festivity.
Like you'll notice like the other steps, like her legs are straight.
That the Sentinel is a god of peace and mercy. We only seek to carry on the festivity in...
Yeah, but it otherwise looks good. It's just one step that was wrong. How do you spot these things? It was one step. Yeah, it was one step. All the other steps look great. It's just that one step. But see, the thing is, in real life, if you miss one step, you trip and fall and die. So you need an anchor point in which your feet push your whole body through with your knees. And yeah, exactly. Yeah, you do. The other thing too is a small thing is like this guy.
It is a god of peace and...
So this weight is also a little bit incorrect. So these guys are really big hulking guys. They did a small error here. It's really, really slight.
It is known
but like
that the Sentinel is...
These guys are very top heavy. They're very, very top heavy, and they're also robots and made of metal. But they're also just generally very top heavy.
The god of peace and mercy.
This would be fine if they were running normally, and that's fine. But they're giving them a really, really strong side-to-side movement. Now, side-to-side movement is fine. It happens in real life occasionally. But it actually happens more with smaller people with lower frames. And what that means is like, if you have a lower center of gravity, you can do this bit more easily. With a higher center of gravity and generally being heavier, moving side to side is actually much more difficult to do. So like this would generally feel better if they actually moved side to side less, especially in the first two steps. So like as he goes down here, with how heavy he is, he wouldn't really be able to push himself up so quickly. So like he would probably minimize how low he goes to be more efficient about that. It's a small thing, but he'd probably only go around like this low and then start running. And then instead of going side to side, he would probably be a little bit more balanced. Small thing.
We only seek to carry on the festive merit.
Yeah, dude. I mean, here's the thing. I think this is gorgeous. I think overall the visuals are great. it does have a mixture of PBR and NPR. So there's a lot of realistic shaders, like these seashells here. And then there's like a lot of like cell shading, like these characters. So honestly, it builds well on top of each other. Like the water's very realistic, but it's not something that I personally think is like the way that I would go. Generally speaking, I like to do more NPR stuff because I think it's a little bit more appealing. This is your man. He looks pretty cool. But yeah, I think generally speaking, the visuals are good. I'm not certain if I could give it an S. Oh, there's an ad. There's an ad. Yeah, it is like the Arknight style. That's true. Ah. Wait, is there no ad? Guys. Where's the ad? Nobody's getting ads? That is a really nice nose. I'll give you that much. That is a really nice nose. I agree. Was gifted us up. That's fair. No ads. Okay. Well, fair enough. All right. No, let's go. Let's keep going. There's certain. This has also got a certain aspect to it right here. Right here. At this particular angle. Is it here? I think so. Basically, they have a softness of light on her that feels 3D. It's like right, like these areas here. I don't think it's a Fresnel, but it's definitely like they have probably actual cast lights on the 3D geometry that they're comping on to get this rim light. And it works generally speaking, but like because like a general like 2D stuff is like a little bit more nuanced. These bright areas right here are a little bit too bright because they're catching too much light. And normally speaking, it wouldn't be like so blown out. Small thing. Anyway, this on the other hand, as once you see her face, it's just like, God, okay, that's cinema. So man, their faces are so good. All right, guys, visuals, I give it A+. I think the visuals are really, really good. I think they're occasionally not as cohesive as they could be, but it's an A+. As A+ is still very, very good. But their faces are just so pretty, dude. The faces alone to me feel like an S easily. And other places are like decent. They're okay. The integration is just not always beautiful. It's like got this kind of like hybrid style that works, but it doesn't feel fully intentional. It feels kind of like they had to do it because they couldn't find a solution for certain things, which is fair because there's not always a solution for like really good metal in NPR, for example. That's still something that is going to be solved eventually. Not yet. Yeah, A+. Animation wise, because of those small errors, I do have to take off a little bit from that. Oh, for visuals, I do have to give an honorable mention for the gloves. Like the hands and the gloves are really, really good. Like look at that. That is actually really, really pretty. But this is why it's like so jarring because I see this and I'm like, that's gorgeous. And then I see like this, right, where the hand is clearly just leather. It's just a leather texture. So you get that PBR. It just feels a little bit unintegrated. That's the main thing. Anyway, yeah, Wubo's face card never declines. I agree with that. Their faces are just so pretty. Why Arknights look so 3D but Wubo doesn't? There's a lot to talk about there, which I won't get into today. But essentially, it's in the models themselves. Primarily. Yo, what's up? Thanks for following. NPR, non-photorealistic rendering. Yeah. Animation wise, because of those small animation errors here and there, like I can't really give it a perfect score on that either. There is some decent stuff, but animation quality is probably at a B+. Yeah, it's at a B+. There's a couple things here and there that just like could be a little bit better for sure.
You worry too much. It is known to all.
Yeah, so there's occasionally sometimes where they just have a little bit too much head movement and stuff like that. That could be a little bit better. It could be a stylistic thing as well, to be fair, but I think the animation is a B plus. There's decent enough errors that I feel like it really can't be given a high score. B plus is still good, but it is what it is. Yeah. And directing wise, I think the directing was actually really good, except for the ending. The ending didn't make any sense. But that's because obviously I haven't played the game and all these things, and these are all characters that make sense for the game, and these are all like teasers for, generally speaking, like characters that people know. But the beginning half, I actually found this really engaging. Like, this was a really cool opening. This transition is gorgeous. Look at that. That's really cool. There's great world building here. They have a great segment here, which is the introduction to the city and everything that happens here. By the way, that pizza oven thing is definitely gonna kill children or something. This is really cool. The conversation that they're having is actually really interesting to me. So I think they did a really good job overlaying that. It's pretty rare that the conversation is like interesting in these gacha games, I'll be honest. But it was interesting. I was like, okay, I can kind of see the political strife. It makes sense. And the voice acting is actually really good. So props there. Directing wise, I'd say the first half was really good. The second half became like it was just mostly about fan service. So they really just like added as many characters as they possibly could to show off. And that's fine. But it's not like a high score for directing in terms of like story. It's really good for what it achieves, what it's setting out to achieve though. So ultimately, you know, I can't really complain. I give it, the directing I would probably give an A+. I would give it, well, I'd give it a solid A. I'll give it a solid A. Yeah, I'd give it an A. Just because it's not something that I think is achieving something unheard of from a story perspective. It's not like incredibly creative, but I think it did a really good job actually engaging me in the world at the beginning, and then teasing everything for the players to come, which is exactly what they set out to do. So yeah, it's a pretty solid A. Overall, I give this video yeah, I give it an A as well. I think it's probably the faces that make it for me. The faces are just too good. The faces are just too good. Like it wouldn't normally be an A. Like it just, the faces are too good. They're just so pretty. The faces are so pretty, guys. No, but I gotta be fair to the video as a whole. Despite the fact that it has beautiful faces, the animation does have some errors to it, and the directing is ultimately it's still a little bit subpar. And the video to me is probably like a I'll give it a B+. I'll give it a B+. The video itself is a B+. Yeah. It's a good video. But it wasn't nearly as exciting as the Miyabi one, for example. Yeah. If I give it an A-, it's primarily for the faces, which I don't think that's fair. Like this is so pretty, guys. I would give that an S. This is an S to me. Yeah. But I give it a B+ just because. Mostly, honestly, I feel like the ending here is difficult for me to judge because I almost have to ignore this because it does take off a lot of points for me personally from a directing perspective. I'm not including it mostly, but like, man, I don't really get the ending. The ending's like, well, it's a lot. It is another money shot. That's true. This is the money shot. This is one of the money shots. But yeah, I know it's a tease. Don't worry, but I just think it's just like really, it goes by really fast. It's like.
I've been waiting for an eternity.
Yeah, it's fine. I think if you understand who's talking, it's fine. But for me, I thought two people were talking at the same time, but actually it's the same person, so it makes sense. Hello, Mr. Goo. Are you gooed today? Wouldn't I like to be gooed? Could have lingered for a second longer. That's pretty much all I really ask. Yeah. Even as players don't know, well, fair enough. Yeah, I really would rather have just it be longer. That's really the only thing I wish. Because, like, I didn't really get the chance to absorb the significance of that teaser before it just disappeared and showed me a bunch of other YouTube videos. You see why that's a little weird? Yeah. Because as soon as you end the video, you lose control of the viewer's attention. And it's jarring for them as well. The only character us players know in this trailer is the money shot at the end, which is the player itself. Oh, everyone else is new? Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So Enfield dev team is using PBR and NPR. Yes, they are. For sure. Yeah, so is Arknights. I mean, to be fair, the NPR PBR workflow is fine. It's definitely a style that is popular in China. It's definitely a style that works and it achieves a lot of cool things. It looks gorgeous in a lot of cases. But I personally feel like it's a bit of a crutch. Like, it is a very practical solution to the fact that there's no good NPR solutions for environments in the mainstream right now. Like, yeah, faces have been R&D'd like crazy. Environments have not really been yet. Yeah, that's my biggest thing. I feel like what we've done with Goo Engine has opened up environments by a lot. Like, environments are possible to do now because of that. We can't do it really in native Blender too much. But if you're using native Blender, like, the realistic is almost the way to go. Because, like, yeah, because you're not gonna, unless you paint everything yourself, it's very difficult to do. Next year I'm gonna force Dillon to compare Wuwa with Enfield. Oh my god, no. Could it be drawing? The drawing end is a form of psychological tactic to pull people in for a satisfactory ending. Yes. There are times I can see where, for the YouTube algorithm, they might actually want the ending to be as jarring as possible so that viewers go back and watch it again, get that extra runtime. I don't think that's the best strategy personally. You don't want to be fully satisfying, but you don't want to be that unsatisfying either. I feel like there's a middle ground there where you're just like, here's something that feels good and here's a reason why you want more of it. That makes more sense to me rather than just like taking away, you know, people's headphone jacks. Which is what smartphone companies have been doing. Anyway. Yo, Aoi the creature. Hello. 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 For example, Miyabi Meow. Yeah, that's another good example. That's true. Yeah, that is actually true. Another good example of that. Exactly. All right, guys, we're going to watch Hexagoon now. It's time. You guys ready? I have no idea what to expect for this, except that it's probably going to be gorgeous. Now, this is 1 minute long. I have a feeling I might be talking about it for longer than I expect. So this, for context, looks like a brand new game studio with a brand new game, with a brand new YouTube channel, with a brand new video. But it's co-directed by two ex-Fortiche members who did originally like the storyboards for Arcane, as well as the character designs, right? Kitty 8 Pop Stars and stuff. So they're ex-Fortiche animators. They're incredibly talented people with incredibly talented teams. So we'll see what happens. What? Oh my god. Is this 3D? What? 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 No. That's 3D too? Oh no. Oh, that's cool. Oh wow, look at those effects. Oh dude, I gotta look at this. Just real quick. You guys, they did a really cool thing here. I feel like they did this in Arcane too. But like, this is a slow-mo shot where nothing is moving, but the smoke is actually moving backwards. You see that? So like it gives the impression of movement without actually showing movement, which is really, really cool. Oh my god, was there a raid? Did I miss a raid? Holy shit, Shira, what the fuck? I just see people like talking in chat and suddenly this happens. Bro, what the fuck? Yo, hey, sup Raiders, how's it going? What's up Raiders? Welcome to the stream. I'm an animator. I watch animations as animators do, instead of animating. Shira, how's your stream? Your VTuber, dude, wait, Shira, did you not eat? Shira, are you are you I think your chat is telling me to tell you to go eat. Fun times, I hope you found. I'm having fun. I'm having great fun. No, you've okay, cool. You will eat now. That is good. That is good. You should definitely do that. It's 4 p.m. for her and she hasn't eaten yet. 4 p.m. You haven't eaten lunch? Wait, did you not eat breakfast either? Wait, are you telling me you didn't eat at all for the entire day? Sorry, I'm getting unreasonably upset. Why are you staring back at that? You should be going and eat. Just leave. Go now. Go leave. Anyway, everyone else can stay. Hey guys, how's it going? Bye-bye. Bye, Shira. Everybody say bye, Shira. Anyway. Yes, guys, if you guys don't know, I'm an animator. I'm also a VTuber, apparently. Yes, I made my own 3D VTuber. That's always been fun. I also animate. I am the founder of Dillon Goo Studios. I used to work on Ruby Volume 3 as a fight animator. We at Dillon Goo Studios now do like YouTube videos on my YouTube channel, particularly for like Genshin and like Honkai Star Rail and like other games like that. But yeah, did I model myself? Yeah, kind of, not really. I have a very talented modeler on my team, Ruki, who's incredible, and she helped out a lot on that. I can't take credit for it, but I did rig the model and ultimately designed him. But yeah, man, rigging is crazy. Rigging is a whole thing. I don't ever want to do it again. Oh, you are the founder of Dillon Goo Studios. Yeah, who knew? Who could possibly have made Dillon Goo Studios if not Dillon Goo? So you don't model? Oh no, I do model Slackers. So I actually, a lot of the models in our videos I've made myself. So I just split the duties with Ruki and now also recently J5 as well. Yeah. Thanks, Irex. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate it. But yeah, I for those of you guys who don't know, like I did Progenitor, which is like the Genshin Cyberpunk animation. That one in Progenitor episode 1, I made all of those models. So I modeled Klee, I modeled Raiden, I modeled Albedo. Like I modeled all those characters, just to give you some reference there. I also modeled the tiger Tianpei from Arc Knight's Chongyue video. Did all the look dev for him as well. So like I do all that stuff. It's just generally speaking, if I have someone on my team who does it just as good, if not better than me, then there you go. Well, I thought you only do animating stuff. No, I do everything. Yeah, I do. A lot of people don't remember. I used to do the entire video myself. So I did modeling, rigging, animation, rendering, look dev, effects, comp if there was comp. Hey, there's advertisements. Look at that. There's there's an ad. Anyway, that Arc Knight's martial arts animation was sick. It was really good. I'm really proud of how that turned out. I think it's a really pretty video. But we have ads now, unfortunately. Just unfortunate. Oh dear. Oh dear. We have ads. You got a Burger King ad? No one can hear me when I talk. I like to talk to people when they can't hear me. That's my favorite thing. Yeah, Cody says that's my favorite video so far. Oh yeah, I know subscribers can hear me, so that's good. Ah! Guys, I'm trying to keep the Raiders company. Stop pushing me away from the screen, please. Anyway, what was I saying again? We got guys of another 20 seconds. Okay, we got I'm back. Welcome back, everybody. The ads are over. We have survived. Anyway. Oh, Slacker BG says, while ad is on, I want to ask you. Wait, the ad's not on anymore. I can't read this question. Telling Twitch chat to do anything never works. I mean, that's true. Probably the best point redeems I've ever seen. Well, thank you very much. I definitely take full credit for that. Just kidding. This is a VOD ad redeem. It's actually pretty easy to do. You just turn on one of the, I think the ragdoll physics or something. It's fun. 2 videos in 2 hours. Can you get a third in 3 hours? Wait. Fuck. I'm only on my third video. It's already 2 hours. Okay. All right, let's keep going. So for context, guys, if you guys are just coming in, we are watching a brand new video. It just came out 2 days ago, and it's actually by the Fortiche animators. So this is a video game trailer directed by 2 of the most talented people in Fortiche. I think it was whatever these names are, Simon and Romain. So they actually worked on Arcane and KDA Popstars. They're fantastic. And they made a video game together, I guess. So let's take a look at whatever the hell this is. I am already in the middle of being blown away. But let's continue, shall we? I'm gonna start over from here. Actually, let's watch the whole thing because I actually need to watch this again. There's actually some insane stuff happening here. Like this. This is crazy. I don't know what's going on here, but it's crazy. It's fully 3D. But it looks like Sakuga animation. So you can see right here how the line work is just kind of moving a little bit. That line work is implying a lot of the things that 2D artists do, which is they sort of draw the same frame but not perfectly. And it's not something you can do in 3D, but this is definitely a 3D model. My guess, of course, is that it's got some beautiful shader work. You can see that. Look at the shadow edge there. It's got some hatching on it. So the shader work itself actually has a texture built into the shadow line, which is really difficult to do. And I'm really curious how they did that, but it works really well because they also have that subsurface scattering feel into it, which is nice. Look at the nail. Look how much detail is in this thing. The nail's chipped a little bit. It's crazy. Crazy. This, I think, is hand-animated specular. That's gotta be hand-animated specular. So this shine, really difficult to get looking gorgeous in 3D. It will look decent. They might have a base in 3D, but I think they just painted that highlight on because it has to be. The rest of the colors I think is fine, but that brightest spot, like that shape is just so pretty that I think it has to be painted on manually. And then if you just look at the characters, they do some really cool stuff here. There's so much detail. They're so expressive. So clearly the backgrounds are 3D with just painted textures, and that's fine. That's very familiar with Arcane. This right here is crazy, guys. This right here is... Look, they have custom line. You see the custom line work here? It's dynamic. So I think they just paint this on. It just has to be like 2D animated because to do this dynamically makes no sense. So this is actually just basically extra line work to accentuate the tension in the boot. So this is literally an Achilles heel, right? Like it represents the Achilles heel, which is, of course, if you guys don't know, the tendon in the back of your foot. So the tendon in your back of your foot is usually quite flexed during different poses of it, receiving your weight. So right here, you'll notice as he walks forward, that tendon usually becomes more taut. And right here, they're accentuating the fact that that tendon is taking on more weight as the weight shift goes to the left foot and pushes the boot out. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. And just with that, they just add these extra lines here. And it's just like, oh, okay, cool. So that's what's happening. That is really hard to do and a lot of work. They're clearly crazy enough to do it. Also, just really nice double tone highlight here. I like that a lot. That's cool. It's probably just a simple comp thing. It flexes when the weight shifts to the toes. Yeah, it's really nice. The expression on this guy's face is crazy. The just like the flared nostrils, everything. It's gorgeous. He's also animated on twos, which is nice. Haven't really seen Arcane animators animate on twos actually. They mostly animate on ones. So pretty. That's ridiculous. Yo, imagine this is gameplay. Yo. This looks like it's probably a board game, if I'm being honest. I'm getting Catan vibes with the hexagons. Hexagoon! Wait a minute. Wait, is it actually is it a strategy game? Yo, that's just arcane right there, bro. This video's not available. Yo. What? What is the gameplay? God, this is gorgeous, dude. What the fuck? What the fuck? That's crazy. I'm really curious how they did this because the highlights are so pretty. Like especially each finger wrinkle and like each cloth wrinkle has its own sort of accentuating highlight. Generally speaking, it's pretty difficult to get that to look consistently good in 3D by itself. So like having some sort of control over that would make sense. But like I'm really curious how they did it because it does look like it just works. But I'm sure the magic is invisible. Something they're doing is really cool. Now, it's hard to break these down because, well, at the end of the day, you know, I'm talking about the work from probably some of the most talented animators and artists in the industry right now. They're going to be at a forefront that I'm not going to be familiar with. They have techniques that I'm not going to be familiar with because they've ultimately had years of Riot money to build off a bunch of techniques, I'll be real. But also, like, are just incredibly talented French animators. Why does it matter that they're French? I mean, guys, come on. The French take their animation much more seriously. They are absolutely goated. Like so many times I've seen a French studio just completely surpass the standards of a Western studio. I should say an American studio. But ultimately it is gorgeous. Another thing too here, like this right here looks like it's a very, very accentuated shader. This isn't going to be in 3D most likely. I don't really know how to get this to look consistently good in 3D myself. But it has this beveled edge, and this is like a very, very 2D thing, the way they shade this. Very, very 2D. So what they're doing essentially is this. They have the shadow come up, and then they dig that shadow into the edge there, the bevel, to let this bevel essentially catch some light. So it's not fully dark, it doesn't just go there. It's not fully flat, it doesn't do that. It actually lets this bevel catch light, which gives a little bit of depth on these things without doing much else. Really, that's it. In fact, most likely the model doesn't even have that much detail. It's probably just this, and it has these little these shadows painted in it, or it's dynamic, like it implies it to be, which is insane. Again, I do think there's a lot of drawing over. I think that really, to me, feels like the most likely scenario, especially when Arcane's entire slogan was "We paint." So a lot of this is going to be 2D animated on top. So if you look at this right here, especially this, like that just looks like this is just a drawing. You know what I mean? So they're not going to waste time solving a lot of these things in 3D when they don't have to. They're going to just like take the quickest shortcut, which is to be 2D animators on top of a 3D model. But that being said, I do think their models are incredibly good and probably have a decent shader on them. Because yeah, it would be so hard to do this for every single frame. This face though. The face! So good. I just looked it up. The game has been canceled, but they let them release the trailer they worked on. What? Bro! What? They canceled the trailer. I mean, sorry. They canceled the game. My outrage was misdirected. They canceled the game. That's sad. The trailer is gorgeous. I'm guessing that the game itself was completely unrelated. They're not designing the game. They were simply hired to make the trailer and overachieved. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of money mismanagement. So this is gonna go a little bit deeper into finances. I'm not really gonna talk about it too much because it depends on each individual studio's like situation. But like, if I now hearing that to me sounds a lot like basically there is a big disparity between like ultimately how you allocate your money towards a product versus the marketing for it. And if the game got unreleased or got canceled, and they have this gorgeous of a trailer, I don't think they could have. I don't think they could afford the trailer. I mean, there's a lot of other things going on, right? I'm sure, but like, they probably spent too much on the trailer, and that's just a reality of, you know, limited resources. Like, you should be making the game. Unfortunately, this is a common problem with generally with companies, but like, this is a common problem with sales people in leadership. So salespeople understand how to sell a game really, really well, or sell a product really, really well. So they'll spend a lot of money on marketing. They'll put a lot of budget in marketing. They don't know how to make the game good. They don't know how to make the product good. And that ends up biting themselves in the ass because the production never leaves production hell, which is very possible what happened here. Or they market a game really, really well, and then the game itself ends up flopping because nobody plays it because it's not good, right? So that's interesting to me. That's the vibe that I get. I'm judging it completely on limited information, so I could be very wrong, but that's just my initial impression. Yeah. How long do we still have you? When do you have to eat? I technically have to go like probably now. I shouldn't be here. Guys, I shouldn't be here. I have work and sleep to do. I'll say that much. But I miss you guys. And I really wanted to watch some things. Has anybody warned him yet that one of the new ZZZ characters is blonde Yellen? Oh yeah, Yellen is I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't know if I'm ready for blonde Yellen, honestly. Sorry, Yelon, I should say. I mispronounced the name after reading the mispronounced spelling. But yeah, Yelon is she's definitely my bias in Genshin. Mostly because of her animations. I wonder if because all of ZZZ animations are good. What's up, dog? I wonder if the ZZZ, I don't know if who's my bias in ZZZ right now? Honestly, like animation wise, I think Piper was my bias originally because she's got such a unique weight style to her. But recently, actually, Bernice, I mean, I watched that cutscene with Bernice and I was like, okay, I can see the appeal of Bernice. I think overall though, I still like Lycan the most. But I have to think about that again. Yeah, Jane Doe is cool too, but I don't know. Yeah. Lighter. Oh, to be fair, I haven't seen Lighter's combat animations yet. Yeah. I'm mostly talking about combat animations. The flip of her skirt in her ult looks really good. Oh, for Evelyn? I haven't seen Evelyn's stuff yet. I gotta watch Evelyn with you guys when she comes out. I think she's leaked right now. I shouldn't watch leaked stuff, especially not on a sponsored stream. Oh, Yelan's. Yeah. I love Yelan's Ultimate. I like it a lot. I'm gonna redo the Genshin ranking video though, and eventually you guys will get to see like if any of the newer characters overtake her, because I haven't actually seen all of them. I'd be curious too. But yeah. His wipeout screens are such. Yeah, Lighter seems like a good watch. Lighter's fantastic. I love Lighter. All of Lighter's cinematics were just amazing. So I can't complain. Not at all. Not at all. I cannot. Will you ever review Work in the Discord again? Yes, I will. Absolutely. I definitely will. I just got to find a good time to do that, really. Like, first I'll need time. I need time to actually dive deep into the things because I want to do that. But also, I want to figure out the right format. So we're going to do that probably in January, February. Just figure out something. Clarin and Arlecchino probably surpassed. Yeah, honestly, that's probably true. I haven't actually seen their ultimates. Yeah. White Rose, yeah, we did just watch the Wuwa cinematic. Yeah. I guess the short ult cinematics leaves a bit of time for polishing and make them look good. Yeah, that's true. I would say that's definitely true. Will you stream around this time again? So the answer is probably yes, but I don't know. I think Hoyle Fair itself will be around this time. So when that happens, I will be streaming around this time for sure. Generally speaking, the reason why I'm streaming at this time is because I haven't slept yet. So that's why. Normally I wouldn't wake up this early. But in the future, I'd like to. That'd be great. When I have actually like nothing to do and I have a good normal sleep schedule, I'll be here. Yeah. Oh, score. Right, score. Yes, the score. I mean, that's the thing about the score. This is it's kind of there's not a lot happening here. So like I can't really say much about like the directing per se. It does just feel like a really advanced Settlers of Catan. I guess that's kind of what I see in the setup, but I don't really get a lot of like intrigue from it. I think this right here is really, really cool and beautiful, but this doesn't feel, this feels like a really, really good money shot. Like this is a money shot, but this doesn't feel like a money shot that was worth the money. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Like I think it's gorgeous, but usually money shots they're supposed to elicit like a very specific emotional reaction for the viewer in a directing sense. And like usually it's important to the story, or it's important to like oh, we got an ad. We've got an ad. What is a money shot? That's a good question. A money shot is basically it's a shot that you spend the most money on, literally. So it's basically the shot that has the most love poured into it, where you spend disproportionately more time animating that one or doing effects for that one than the other shots in the video. That's a money shot. It's also known as a hero shot internally, like in production studios and stuff. You can call it a hero shot as well. Hero assets, hero things. Like hero means like it's going to be the focus. It's going to be an important thing. It's going to be worth the time. So that's what a money shot is. It's also the thing that makes you money. Yeah. So a lot of times, like if you have like the money shot of a trailer, for example, can be the shot with the most beautiful waifu in a gacha game. That's a money shot, because that shot is going to make you a lot of money. You see what I'm saying? Do you guys have ads or not? I'm confused. Why does it say there's an ad break going on? There's only 7 seconds left. So like the shot that sells it. Yeah. Actually, that's a really good way to put it. It's the shot that sells the video. Yeah. It's a shot that sells the video. Like I would say Miyabi's money shot was absolutely the calligraphy scene. Like that was the money shot. For the Miyabi video. No ads? Okay, well, fair enough. I'm not gonna complain. Oh, Datadog got ads. That's so sad. This is a goon shot. He be gooning, hexagooning. That is a bit of a sus name. I'm not gonna lie. There was an ad. We learned about the dangers of vaping and helldivers together. Crazy. Yeah, never vape and helldive at the same time. It's really, you know, click it or ticket. I missed everything you said. Oh well, good. Welcome back, guys. I thought there was no ads. This is awkward. It probably wasn't a sus name back when it was conceived. It's the internet's fault. That's also very true, Jokel. I agree with that. Have you watched Secret Level yet? No, I haven't. It's one of those things where you guys are holding me hostage for. I really, really want to. And you guys aren't really holding me. I'm holding myself hostage. But I really want to, but I can't because I want to watch it with you guys. So I've been like, oh, dude, there's so many clips and I have to like avert my gaze, bro. I gotta avert my gaze. I can't watch it because I'm like, dude, I want to talk to you guys about it when I watch it because it's gonna be crazy. I know it's gonna be crazy because it's Secret Level, dude. It's Blur Studios. Like Blur Studios, Blur Studios is so good. Anyway, only watched a few. Wait, is Secret Level fully out now? What is it? What's the status of it now? Because I know they're releasing episode by episode. I really want to watch the Sifu one. The Sifu one looks like Arcane. It just looks gorgeous. It is fully out. Wow. 1000%. It's amazing. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I do really want to watch it. I do really want to watch it. I might watch it after my crunch is over. and then figure out what to do with the VODs. Yeah, we'll see. Because it's gonna be copyright. I can't stream. Most likely, I can't stream it because it's on Amazon Prime. That's gonna be not allowed. But I'd like to react to it and record it at the very least and show you guys my thoughts, because there's gonna be thoughts for sure. The 40K one, yeah, I heard the 40K one was really good. I saw like not a clip of it, but like a screenshot of it, and I was like, that looks like Astartes, and Astartes is gorgeous. And apparently the person who made Astartes worked on the show. So, goddamn. If you guys don't know what Astartes is like a Warhammer fan animation that looks like better than any official thing that's ever been made. It probably looks about the same quality as the Secret Level 1, although the Secret Level 1 is definitely higher quality by a degree. But it was made by one guy, which is crazy. In Maya, no less. In Maya, you hear that? Blech. Crazy. The Pac-Man one is weird. I've heard the Pac-Man one is weird too. I know. I hear these things. I hear them. They come to me in the wilderness. The voices echo in my head. What voices? So many voices. All the voices. I haven't slept in a while. What gets me is that all the shorts have the same look. Love, Death, and Robots had a lot more variety. Well, to be fair, they're all made by the same studio, technically this time. But Sifu had a very different look, so I don't know if that's entirely true. I think they still had some variety. But yeah, Love, Death, and Robots had a bunch of different studios working on it. I think that's fair. I would also say, though, to be fair, that a lot of the video games that they're based off of have a very samey style as well. And I would blame Unreal Engine for that. Although, I mean, Mega Man is Mega Man and Pac-Man is Pac-Man. They still did the same thing. But anyway, my argument is completely invalid. But yeah, Blur Studio specializes in that kind of cinematic look. Did you see the Papa Tutu Wuwa Genshin? What the fuck? There's no way any of that is English. Yeah. Cool. Are you guys ready to raid somebody? Because I think that's what we're going to do. I think that's what we're going to do today. I am going to find someone to raid and pass you guys off to a very responsible person. Who's responsible? We could raid Connor. You guys want to raid Connor? Sea Dog VA? He's doing something. I don't know what he's doing. He's got 10,000 viewers. He's not gonna even notice. I don't really care. But like, he's cool. Hung out with him. Yeah, Connor Dog. Yeah, Connor's super cool. We work together on stuff. We work together on stuff. He's a cool guy. What about the score? Oh yeah, the score. It gets an S. Good job. I give Hexagoon an S primarily because it is absolutely gorgeous in visuals. But if I were to give the directing a score, I would probably give it closer to like a B+. It's all right. And I think probably the animation is obviously an S as well. So ultimately it gets like a it's an A+. It's an A+ video. A+ video. It could be better, it could be worse. I don't think it's like I really think the directing could have been better. And I think a lot of that has to do with the client. At the end of the day, like, the clients always have a particular idea of what they think is good. And whether or not that's going to be true, it really depends on their level of expertise on storytelling. Most of them don't know how to storytell. That's just kind of how it goes. What are you using for face? I'm using for face tracking, I'm using iFacial mocap and VC Face. Yeah. Yeah, it's a client thing. Like that Wuwa's one character trailer. Which one was that? No, but yeah, I agree. All right, guys, we're gonna raid Connor. Because Connor's a cool guy, and he's a responsible guy. He's gonna take good care of you. All right. I am going to sleep, as humans do. Humans. I love humans. But tell him I say hi. I'll be there for a little bit. I'm gonna say hi, but he also might not notice, and I don't. That's fine. I'm just gonna go to sleep. So just be clear. You guys do whatever you want. We're gonna raid him though, We're gonna say hi to him. Cool. All right, bye guys. I'll be back on Monday, maybe. We'll see. All right, bye bye, guys. Bye bye, everybody. Bye bye, bye bye.